Good morning, students. Talk about in today's session about algorithm. So, while learning about C language, this is the first thing we have to learn about a thing called as algorithm. Okay, let's see what is an algorithm. The definition of algorithm states like this: it is a step by step procedure. It is a step-by-step procedure for solving a problem. It is a step-by-step procedure for solving a problem. So, whatever the problem, we are going to solve that problem in a step-by-step manner. Okay, for that purpose, we are using the algorithm. So, the definition of the algorithm can be stated as a step-by-step procedure for solving a problem. Okay, so the algorithm contains a finite number of states. A finite number of steps for solving the problem. Okay, finite means countable. So we are going to solve a problem with a finite number of steps. Okay, for using an algorithm, there will be three control structures. Three control structures are used to develop an algorithm. Okay, so let's see what are those three different types of control structures. So first one is sequence control structure. Second one is decision. Okay, third one is repetition. Algorithm can be expressed in three control structures format. First one is the sequence, second one is the decision, and third one is the repetition. So in sequence, each step will be executed in specified order. Okay, sequence structures will support the execution in a specified order. Means whatever the steps we are getting, they are going to be executed in a one by one manner. Okay, and next, coming to the decision, the name itself, we are going to make a choice. It is going to be executed based on some conditions. Okay, so basing on that condition, we are getting two values, either true or false. Okay, a decision structures will be executed based on some conditions, and these conditions will get the answer as either true or false. Okay, so basing on that, if the statements are true, the true block of statements are going to be executed. If the statement is false or condition is false, then that will be executed. And coming to the repetition, these statements are executed for repeated manner. Means some statement want to repeat for n number of times. So for that purpose of control structures, we are using the repetition. So algorithm is a step-by-step procedure for solving a problem, and it consists of the finite number of steps, and it is having a three control structures named as sequence, decision, and repetition. Sequence is nothing but each step will be executed in a specified order, and decision will be executed based on some conditions, either true or false, and repetition is executed based on some repeated statements for n number of times. Okay, let's see one example for algorithm. Let us consider first one called as sequence. Let's write an algorithm basing on sequence control structure. My problem is I want to add two numbers. Addition of two numbers. So the algorithm is a step-by-step procedure in which we are going to talk what is three things. Those three things are nothing but what is the input, what is the process, and what is the output. These are the main three things to define an algorithm in a step-by-step process. We are going to talk about what is an input and what is a process and what is an output. So coming to that, first category of sequence, we are going to add a two numbers problem. So let's talk about what are the inputs and what is the process and what is the output. So step 1, start. Basically we are going to start and end with a statements. Okay. Step 2, input a number as A. Let us consider a input number as A. Step 3, input a number as B. For calculation of two numbers, we need two numbers, right? So we are giving an input as one number as A and second number will be assigned to the B. Now step 4, we are going to talk about the process. What is that process? Set sum equal to A plus B. Okay, this is nothing but the process. We are going to set a sum as a third one, which is going to derive the value of A plus B. And step 5, print some value. This is nothing but addition of these two numbers will be printed as the output. And step 6, we are going to end the algorithm. So these step-by-step manner is said to be as an algorithm. Okay. So algorithm states nothing but a step-by-step process for solving a problem. Here our problem is nothing but addition of two numbers. So we are going to solve that problem by using a algorithm like this in the form of sequence steps. So we are going to start with that algorithm as start, and we are going to consider by reading two values called as A and B, and we are going to make a process called as A plus B with the help of a third variable called as sum. Now we are going to print that sum value, and finally we are ending that process. So here the inputs are nothing but A and B, process is nothing but sum equal to A plus B, and output is nothing but sum. So all these comes under to the sequence control structures which follows the algorithm process. Okay. So this is an example for sequence. Now let's take another example for decision control structure. Okay. For decision control structure, we are going to take another example. Decision means we have seen that we are executing some conditions, right? For this purpose, in decision, we have to learn that a condition, how to write a condition. Okay. So our problem will be biggest of two numbers. Biggest of two numbers. Here I am going to state a condition that I have to find which number is bigger out of 2. So that is my problem here. So let's write the algorithm for this. Step 1, as usual, start. Step 2, we have to give the input first number as A, and step 3, we have to read another number called as input number as B. Now it's the time to write the process. So in step 4, we are writing the process as if A equals to B then print A is big. If A is greater than B, then print A is big. In another step 5, if this statement is wrong, then else print B is big. Okay. So basing on the condition, I am going to mention that whether the statement is true or false. So what is my condition here? If A is greater than B, if A is the biggest number, then print A is big. If it is not the biggest number, then print B is big. Final step is we are going to end this algorithm. Okay. So this is an example for writing the control decision structures in which our problem is biggest of two numbers. So we have to take the inputs as A and B as usual, and after that we are mentioning a condition. This is the condition. Here A is greater than B is stated as condition. If A is greater than B, print A is B. This is the true if it is true. So this will be, if it is true, we are going to get an output as A is big. If this condition is false, so then we are going to print B is big. Okay. So this is about how we are going to write a decision statements. Okay. Thank you.